All right, welcome to Sydney in Nova Scotia. We're getting off the ship and we're heading out on a tour with our friend Brenda, who we met in Bonaire, and she resides here in the summer months and then goes back to Bonaire in winter. So there's our little group: Tammy, Dean, Mary, and Ed, and the two of us. There was two docks in the port. You can see the other ship further along. That would be the preferable port, as you'll find out a bit later, because I'm going to walk you around the port. So you walk along here. Now, when we got back, this is when you come back into the port. So I figured I'd show you this before I do the tour we did. But there's the main terminal. There's the other ship. It was a P&O ferry, the Aurora. And you can come in here and go into like a little craft market. It's called the Joan Harris Cruise Pavilion. So you'll come in here. Make your way inside, and there's lots of little shops, and in this one room on the right hand side you'll see a lot of arts and craft tables. There's Tammy and Dean again. This is just after our tour, so I'm kind of looping around. But Pitman Hall is what it's called. You come in here and there's just loads of different stalls selling all different arts and crafts. The one thing that was weird is they don't have much stuff which actually says Sydney on it. Costing them a lot of money by not doing that. A lot of it just said like Nova Scotia or stuff like that, but nothing with the actual town. We had the same issue in Cornerbrook. So I'd have this big fiddle. This is a big like meeting point. This is up behind that hall. So if you hadn't gone in and you kept walking straight, you would have seen it. And as I said, that is the better dock. The P&O ferry was in there. We were further along to the other end. But the fiddle is a big thing for their local culture. They've a lot of Irish music and stuff like that. So that's the meaning of that. And then if you continue down here, there's a lot of other stores outside, more kind of like stores than stands, as it were. You can get a lot of little souvenirs in here. The maple syrup, they got a fudge company, a lot of different things that you can do here. I'm just going to walk you down these shops and show you them real quick. You get some t-shirts, and on these huts on the left they actually offered some tours that you could sign up for, some boat tours and what have you, if you didn't have anything already booked. So as you can see, these are very different stores than the ones inside. Don't make the mistake we made and buy everything on the first place you see. Walk around, there's not that many places, and then go back and get the best one you saw. But as you can see, this is right next to that ship. You'd only be using our dock. You can see our ship in the distance there if there was two ships in port, which I understand there is quite a lot. That second port only came into being about a year ago, we were told by Brenda, our tour guide. So once you are done, if you're walking back out this way, on the left there is how you would get back on the ship if you were on the P&O ferry. And you would just keep walking for us. But they do a shuttle, and I'll show you it in a second, that you can get from these shops to the ship if you're at that second port. Yeah, tour guide Brenda was saying they have about 90 ships in this year, I think, into Sydney. So that's a lot of days where there will be two ships in port. So hopefully you'll be in this one. Not like us in the far one. But again, there is a port. There is a bus that will pick you up and take you. So just the closer you get, I'm just showing you little snippets. We're looking back at the P&O ship there, just to give you an idea of where we would now go. You walk through this gate, there's a security guy on the left there that's checking your cards. So make sure you have your card and your photo ID. You did not need a passport to go ashore. So we're just going to keep walking up here. A little bit further up, we'll do another little pan. Especially as Julie wanted me to show you that there was a goose. And if you didn't see it, it was there, trust me. So it's a decent walk if you don't get that shuttle. But so give yourself time. That white bus there is a shuttle that would take you from the shops back to the ship. We'll drop you off right there. So it's free. And in this area in front of us is where all of the tours picked up in the morning, and obviously from the other ship it'll be further down there. But a nice clean port, easy to get around. Just the two docks are quite far apart. And then as you come out, don't forget to look at this sign. I missed it earlier on when we first came out, but there's a little sign explaining the free shuttle and the buses and taxi tours and stuff like that. And there was a lot of people when we walked out, so I did miss that in the beginning. And now we're back at the ship. But we're not done with this video because I'm going to show you the tour we did, or some snippets of video of the tour. I just wanted to show these buoys because I thought they were kind of unique. I don't remember seeing ones like that before. But yeah, so this is at the end of our day. And this is us going back on the ship. As you can see, it was empty. We never have had lines on this one. But back to the tour. So we got off the ship. And this is where we went. You see all the cars and buses are waiting for everybody. We just met our tour guide, Brenda. And she's taken us to our car for the day. And then I'm going to show you some of the sights. So we did a quick drive through town. Showed some of the historic old buildings. And a lot of people went to the coal mine. We went out and did like a scenic drive. So I'm going to show you some panoramic pans of just some of the sights of Sydney. A beautiful place. This is actually an old ferry that they used to run across. You can see the rusted out edges there. They no longer use that dock, obviously. But Sydney's kind of like Cornerbrook was yesterday. Just a lot of very nice scenic views. It was quite foggy in the morning, so you'll notice a difference, and you'll see which ones I took in the morning and which ones we took in the afternoon. But yeah, very nice place to drive around. But as with Cornerbrook, I'm not sure there will be a lot to do on a second trip. They do some trips to see puffins breeding in May and June. So if you come back in that time, do that. They were not around this day when we went. But yeah, we drove across this bridge. We drove around for about 2 or 3 hours just driving around and taking in all the scenic views. So it was beautiful. We got a lot of nice photo opportunities. But again, if you don't like this, as with Cornerbrook, just be aware. We saw the Cabot Trail. That's one of the more famous. That's Brenda, our tour guide. We went for lunch in North Sydney in her favourite restaurant, the Miner's Daughter. And pretty basic menu, but the food was really good, and there was a lot of it. Julie had a lobster roll again. Look at the fries. There's so many of them. And I had 2 pieces of haddock. I should have had 1. But there you go. We did see an eagle today. Well, a couple of eagles, actually. But that's a bit blurry, the picture. But there you go. That's that bridge. The 3rd biggest bridge in Nova Scotia, we were told. A lot of lighthouses everywhere. So we saw this. This is a navigational lighthouse. You can know by the red stripe. And this is another working lighthouse that we went to. We saw some lobster boats right there in the dock. One of the places we went to. This is a little ferry we took across the water, believe it or not, because there was no road. And there's our group at that same spot. We had the picture earlier with Brenda. Back to that fiddle again. And there's the ship in port we drove by at one point. At dinner last night, I was very lucky. The chef made me a very special Indian meal. That was it. And there's the what's happening for the day. Pause as always. We ran out of red stripe. I had to turn to Stella. Just figured I'd throw that one in there. And a couple of pictures of our outfits for the last couple of nights. I forgot to put them up, so here they go. And now I'm going to show you a little video snippet of the band, the amazing band Alter Edom, they're called. A really, really good band on board the ship. And then I'm going to show you a really bad example of karaoke in a shocking move. You were lucky yesterday, not so much today. Until tomorrow.
Are you ready?
There are about 14 red stripes in, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Get up here and dance. It's my parents up there. This is for Camilla. You never close your eyes. It's a head. Sorry. You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. At least dance up there. And there's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, but baby, 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 I know it. You lost that loving feeling. Whoa, that loving feeling. You lost that loving feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Julie, look, they're dancing. Video them dancing. Now there's no welcome in your eyes when I reach for you. And girl, you're starting to criticize little things I do. It makes me just feel like crying. 'Cause baby, something beautiful's dying. You lost that loving feeling. Whoa, that loving feeling. You lost that loving feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. High notes coming.
Here we go. Do it.
Baby, baby, I get down on my knees for you. No, I can't get up. Too old.
Medical.
I'm not getting up. If you would only love me like you used to do. Yeah. We had a love you don't find every day. So don't let it slip away. Now when it's on. Baby, 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 I beg you please. Please, I need your love. I need your love. And bring it on back. Bring it back. Bring back that loving feeling. Whoa, that loving feeling. Bring back that loving feeling, 'cause it's gone.